See, here's the thing: is you have to clap, otherwise it doesn't work properly. It's the lights. So everybody that's watching, the lights that are behind me on this side, they're stage lights, is what they are, right? So the deal with stage lights is some of them can be programmed, some of them are cheap, like the ones I have, that they can kind of be programmed, kind of. So to get them to the correct lighting, which is 3 blues and like a pinkish kind of thing, which is the highlighting on my bald head here. To get them to there, what you got to do is you got to put it on the sound activation setting, which means that every time you make a sound, right, it changes colors until you get to the one that you want. Then you got to turn that sound activation thing off, and it's a huge pain in the ass. And when you get it to the one you want, you got to reach behind it to turn the sound activation off and turn this tiny little like fairy-sized dial. It's like this big. And if you make a sound when you're doing that, it's on to the next one. Then you got to do it all over again. 38 claps later. Then you're there again, and you're like, don't make a noise. Don't look at it the wrong way. And you're reaching up behind there to turn that little dial. And then you finally get it perfect, and whew, we're good. Now, I could fix that. I could figure out how to, and that's the deal. I'd have to figure out how to program it to be perfect and just come up to this setting. And it can be done. It's possible, but it takes time. So do I spend 2 minutes every day doing this, or a couple hours to figure? I don't know. So far, I've just done the 2 minute a day thing because I like quickies. But anyways, that's me. Hi.
And all this is going into let's talk about lighting.
Yeah, no, this is the show. Look, if you wanted to host, this could be, it doesn't have to be the John Solo Beer Brigade thing. It could be the Alyssa Gramlin's Ramblin Gramlin thing entirely, but you would have to host it, you see, and then you could do the V-mix and the lighting, and I could sit back and chill. That's so,
that's
yeah,
right.
exactly. So you could have it. You could, didn't I want you to do this podcast on your own the first time? I think that was
Yeah, but I refuse to do it. And
exactly. So you can't bitch
I don't
about
want
the
to do it
lighting.
on my own. I wasn't bitching about it.
I didn't think, well, what your name today is the Solo Glide account representative. It sounds to me like you might be doing it on your own. I don't know. That's, anyways. Good morning, everyone. Hey, everyone in Discord watching. How the hell are you? Welcome to John Solo's Beer Brigade. I'm John Solo. This is Little Alyssa Gramling, the Solo Glide account representative, and we are here for the Ramblin Gramlin week of December 24th. Let me pull up what we got going on here today. We've got, ta-da! Are we starting with that one? Is that the, nope,
No,
we're starting with that
one.
There we go. But yeah, that next one, that's the big one this week. But yeah, anyways, here we go. I will let you do your thing. We got the first, these are what, okay, you do. I'm going to be quiet.
These were the audios that were
Words are hard. Yeah.
Audios that were missed, last week's deadline.
Here you go. Did you, maybe we'll
finally got it out.
We'll have to script that out for you in the future so you can.
Anyways, oh my God.
You're doing great. You're fine. So this is one of the ones that came out last week, and you needed to make sure that we all knew that. So, all right, go ahead.
Yes. We got Doc's Deputy, Arrowtown Book 4 by Lisa Oliver, narrated by John York.
And that one came out, hang on, I haven't got my sheet up here. That one came out on the 15th of December. Next we have, and this one is our audio book of the week. We'll see if this all works correctly today. We have, ta-da, look at that, and I think I can even play it.
Hey there, Nick J. Russo here. Wanted to tell you about my new audio release, Oh Come All Ye Kellys, Book 7 in the Love and Luck series, written by Isla Olson. It's the most wonderful time of the year, and the Kelly boys are all full up with holiday spirit. Well, mostly. Connor's freaking out because Chase is terrified of Santa, Declan's trying to stop Heath from doing something drastic in the weeks before their baby is due, Owen and Blake are considering a big life change of their own, Brendan and Wade are suffering from a severe case of child interruption every time they try to jingle some bells, Aiden is learning not all publicity is good publicity in the lead up to the launch of his new show, and Shay's not sure if he'll ever get that glitter out of his hair. What do you get when you combine 6 Kelly brothers, their 6 true loves, 5 adorable kitties, and the rest of the crazy Kelly family, even more meddlesome in-laws, and all the glitter Jamie could ask for? Just a regular old Kelly Christmas. Thanks for listening.
All right. I think
Wow.
that actually worked correctly, I think. Look at that. I've got
Yes.
that up there. Sweet. All right. And by the way, thanks to Nick J. Russo for taking your time and doing that again. And for the love of God, dude, your microphone sounds so much better than the last one. Like
Yeah,
I
it
could tell,
does.
like immediately first saying, like, holy shit, that sounds fantastic. So yeah, thanks for doing that, Nick. Love you to death, man.
And
Next.
I think I think that cover could be Michael Dean.
It could be, except he had a little. I don't know that Michael Dean can grow in. Let's take a look at. See now, if you look at this closely here, that man's got more facial hair, I think, than Michael Dean can grow. I mean, that's just.
Oh
Maybe
no,
I'm
I've
wrong.
seen he can
No,
grow
you
facial
see,
hair.
he can. But I mean, but that much. I mean, that's like that could be like if he kept going, that could be a full
If he,
beard. I'm.
yeah, if he
Huh.
doesn't shave for a while. But yeah,
Well, I stand corrected. Have you seen? I mean, does Michael Dean then? Does he also have more chest hair than I normally give him credit for, or is that?
I don't know. I haven't seen
I
anything he's
just
posted
noticed.
lately.
Are you cold today, Alyssa? Is that what's going
Yes,
on there? Because you're wearing
I woke
how
up.
many? You woke
I
up
got a
cold?
shirt and a jacket on.
Yeah. Are you wearing? Here's the test. Are you wearing socks?
No, but I'm wearing slippers.
No, dude, it's just okay. Jesus Christ, you can take the girl out of Florida, but you can't take the Florida. So you got to put socks on if you're cold, okay? That helps a lot.
I've got
Slippers,
slippers on.
there's not the same thing. They're not the same thing at all.
Yeah, they are.
Do
To me,
slippers go up to your knees? No, they don't. Socks do.
no.
They go up so they cover the whole.
I'm wearing sweatpants.
Ah, my goodness.
It was 27 degrees when I woke up this morning.
Yeah. Okay, let's start here. Do you own socks?
Yes,
How many pairs of socks? I know you don't have the exact count, but how many do you think you own?
maybe 4.
Okay. So, do you own any wool socks?
No.
Okay, so that's what we got to do. Anybody that's out there, we're gonna have to get Alyssa some wool socks. And I know we got some people in the crowd that are used to the wool socks. Did you see the ones Jax sent me a couple of years ago? The boot scootin' boogie socks. They are
Maybe.
freaking they are like this thick. But the deal is, you got to get layers, okay? And the first layer has to be in direct contact with your skin. So it can't, you know how sweats are not in direct, like they are kind of, but they're kind of loose around the legs, right? So that's not a base layer. We got to get you a base layer going on. When you put the base layer of socks on with wool, my God, you will feel a difference. Have you ever worn wool socks before?
No.
Okay, yeah, see, she just doesn't know. That's all it is. She just doesn't know. Okay, so we're going to have to get you some wool socks, and then you will feel the difference. And you'll be like, I don't like that. I'm not going to wear socks. They make me uncomfortable. But trust me,
I
then you
don't
put
like
them
wearing
on.
socks.
I know. But you don't like being cold even more. Trust me. It's a wonderful freaking thing. So, I'm sorry to go off on a rant there, but I'm trying to help our friend Lissa Gramling stay warm. She's in one of the coldest states in the Union, South Carolina. Next, we
Yeah.
have
Next we have Psycho. Necessary Evils Book 2 by Onley James, narrated by Liam D. Cosmo.
the name that's fun to drink. Yeah, we've established that one. That one came out on the 15th of December. Then we have
Mr. Hollywood's Secret, a bisexual leading man romance by Adora Crooks, narrated by Nathan Westhoff.
Nathan West. Now, that's a new name to me. I haven't heard that one. That one also came
Yeah.
out on the 15th of December. Have you listened to any of his stuff yet?
No, I haven't.
Well, you now have a task. Put wool socks on and listen to Nathan Westhoff. Next, we have
I'll try. We have Free Me, Tattoos and Temptation Book 3 by Mia Monroe, narrated by Cale Williams.
a couple of my favorite people out there. I love Mia and I love Kale. Next, that came out on the 15th. We have
BDSM Light, Book 5, Bundle Number 2 by Rainbow Press, narrated by Errol Valentino.
Okay, they're not even. I'm kind of almost a fan of this, okay, because a lot of times, a lot of times we don't get a good blurb that we can use on the show, so we kind of cut reading the blurbs because it just takes too long. But if somebody says like this book is BDSM, it has age play, whatever, if there's like a quick breakdown at the bottom, it's really easy to see what you're getting, see the trope you're working in and all that. This title is the trope description. There's no.
Yeah, but it's BDSM light.
Yeah. So what does that mean? I guess they're just kind of a
I
little
don't
bit,
know.
just kind of a. But this is it's. I don't know if I'm a fan of this or not. I mean, it's the shittiest title I've ever seen, and it's also the best title that I've ever seen. So it's kind of like a bit of both. And also, never date a man with a chain that big. That's just my opinion on it. But I don't date men, so I don't have to deal with that.
I don't date at all right now either.
But you're open, okay? So this show could get you. Anyways, I'm not gonna.
No.
This one also came out on the 15th. Then we have
Breath of Life, Godstone Saga Book 2 by Jocelyn Drake, narrated by Cale Williams. And yeah.
Have we had Jocelyn Drake on the show yet? We need to get Jocelyn Drake on Talk to the Beard.
Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, I think that's
so.
probably gonna have to happen. We need to get Cale back too. I like Cale. I like Cale.
He's very busy though.
Yeah, he is, but it's delicious. Like with mushrooms and eggs and it's so fucking tasty.
No, I don't like I don't like that.
I don't like that. That came out on the 16th as well. Then we have
Silent Sin by E.J. Russell, narrated by Greg Boudreau.
Tremblay. You pronounce that wrong. It's Tremblay.
I was waiting for that.
That also came out on the 16th. Then we have
INET 6, International Narcotics Enforcement and Tracking. Wow. By Brenda Cawthorn? Cawthorn?
Yeah.
Narrated by Garrett Rains.
That one also came out on the 16th. Then we have
Let's Make a Baby.
Not now. We're in the middle of a show. Sorry.
Friends to Lovers Impreg by J.D. Light, narrated by Kevin Earlywine.
There's never a better time. That also came out on the 16th. Then we have
Black Bears of Independence, Dylan and Caleb by K.R. Hall, narrated by Roland Parker.
And that one came out on the 16th. Then
Men in Denial, a collection of 6 MMK erotic short stories by Jenny Goodnight, narrated by Harrison Richards.
Okay. There's a lot to address here. I have questions. First off, that's the first title I've ever seen that I related to. Secondly, if you were to shorten the narrator's name, how would you say that?
Harrison Richards? What? Harry Dick.
Exactly. That might be the best narrator name I've ever seen in my life. Trace, if you were watching this at any point, please get Harry Dick on the show. I need Harry Dick in my life. That came out on the 17th. Then we had Head Over Wheels, Book 2 by Jada Marks, narrated by Justin Gibson. And that came out on the 20th of December. Then we had
Your Only Fan, A Proper Education by Reese Everly, narrated by John York.
And that came out on the 20th. Then
London Lies Trilogy box set. Okay. Fade to Blank, Hide to Seek, Bring to Light by C.F. White, narrated by Piers Ryman.
I always wanted to be named Pierce. Like Pierce. That sounds like James Bond to me. That came out on the 20th. Then we have
The District Line box set, Kickoff, Breakthrough, Comeback by C.F. White, narrated by Piers Ryman.
It sounds impressive, doesn't it, when you say that? Piers Ryman. I mean, that's an impressive fucking name.
Yeah.
If you put it up, like if you were like, I need a classier narrator, a guy that's going to, give my book some gravitas and that sort of thing, and you had to pick, and you said I could hire Harry Dick or Pierce Ryman. I mean, I'm saying Pierce Ryman is, admittedly though, like if I had to redo my name, I'd probably be Harry Dick. That one came out on the 20th as well. Then we had
Crooked Shadows, Whitehorn Agency Series, Book 2, by M.A. Grant, and narrated by John Solo.
brought to you by John Solo's Solo Glide. Oh, sorry. That one came out on the 21st. Then we have
Dearest Malachi Kyo.
I think the only way to do that is, just cough when you say it. That works.
Dearest Milton James, Book 2, by N.R. Walker, narrated by Glenn Lloyd.
That one came out on the 21st. And then we have
All the Stars, Love Bank Romance, Book 1, by Ducky Mack, narrated by Michael Cole Kurtzik.
just cough. It's the best way to do it. To exactly.
And,
Cole Michael. Yeah.
And Kevin Earlywine.
Perfect. And again, there's never, it's 12 o'clock somewhere. And that one came out on the 21st as well. Then we have
Forever and Ever, a collection of stories, Faith, Love, and Devotion, Book 7, by Tara Michaels, narrated by Jeffrey Holtz.
And that one came out on the 21st. Then we had
More Than Enough Series, Book 1, by B. Harmony, narrated by Dan Levy.
I feel like that's a reference to penis size, the title, the More Than Enough thing. Then we had
Tracy's been waiting on this one, as have I. Waiting on the One, an Omegaverse Impreg novel by Jet Masterson, narrated by Declan Winters.
We love Declan. Speaking of men with hairy faces, that one came out on the 22nd, and just because Tracy and you both been waiting on it, I'm going to pop that up so everybody can see it there. Waiting on the One. And that's actually a very cool looking cover. So then we have...
And finally we have... Not that one.
Well, yeah, so, well, no, I did. I got it. I had the books that you were doing first, so we can flip through here. There we go. We got that one.
There we go. And lastly, we have 12 Days a Gay. # Love Wins, Book 5, by Anna Bird, and narrated by that guy.
yeah, I'm not sure who it is. Narrated by Harry Dick, which is a fantastic name, by the way. And this one didn't make the cut this week, but hey, I produced a fucking show, so I put it on because it just came out today. Or yesterday, late last night, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
And in my show notes, I had 12 Days of Gay by My Breast Friend, narrated by me. That's how I had it written down. Okay. But yeah.
Well, I figured you wouldn't mind because it was Anna.
Well, exactly. So I'll pop that up on the screen because, again, it's my fucking show. Put up with that. Well, it's kind of her show, but still. I'm the producer, so I got the buttons. And then we get to what everybody's been waiting on around here, and that is... Dun, 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 dun. Lisa Gramling, the Bullet Report. What have you been listening to this week? Not that.
Well... Not that.
That one.
There you go.
I got it.
That one's
It was
first.
all fucked up this week. So
it's okay. It happens. This one was Code Red by N.R. Walker. We actually listened to this in our Discord group for the audio book club that a few of us are in. I gave this one 4 bullets. For Nick's Pretty Noises. And Maddox is a part of a boy band, and Roscoe, as the way N.R. Walker described it, it was his manager, but I think it was like a manager-handler, and they end up falling for each other. Maddox develops anxiety during the tour, and Roscoe is there to help him through it, even when certain things change during the tour and his anxiety grows more. I did love this one because I deal with anxiety, so I got how Maddox felt from time to time, and this is my third in our Walker book, and Nick did an amazing job.
Okay, I've got a couple questions. First off, we have a book club in our Discord group.
Yes, we have an audiobook club. A
How
few
do
of
I
us are
not
doing
know?
it.
How do I not know about the audiobook club? Like, I'm
Oh,
in
you
that
see
group.
everything. I figured you saw that.
No, I didn't know that we had an audiobook club. No one invited me to the audiobook club. Jesus Christ. What the? I don't want to be in it. I'm not going to listen to audiobooks. So fuck all that. But still, I didn't know that we had an audiobook club. That's cool. Man, what else are you girls doing that I don't know about? And secondly, back in my day, and now I was not a big time touring rock star, but I was a rock star. I played gigs in a lot of states, and I was on stage in front of thousands of people. And you know what we did when we had anxiety? We like any red-blooded American, we drank way too much and did way too many drugs, and the anxiety went away until we sobered up. And then you know what we did? We did more drugs and alcohol, and that's how we dealt with our anxiety. These rock stars of today, they are like, they're kind of a little needy, in their head. And so, my manager never would have said, "Oh, John, are you feeling?" No, he would have been like, "Here's your whiskey. Get on stage, bitch. Make me money." That would have been the way it worked. So maybe I couldn't relate to this book, but I hear N.R. Walker is really good. And I think Nick J. Russo is also pretty banging. And apparently from what you said, he makes hot voices.
Pretty noises.
Brooke just said in the comments, "Was bitch your nickname?" Yes. Yes, it kind of was. I'm sorry about that. I answered, and I play fucker sing. That was pretty much the way we dealt with it. But yeah, I joke. I digress. Although I did drink and use a lot of drugs, but still, I'm glad that the book is good. And also, N.R. Walker is a freaking rock star. And so
Yeah,
Nick
the
at this
first book
point.
I ever read from her or listened that Nick did was called Sir. And
I've
that was
heard
really
about that
good
one.
too.
I've heard about that. Now, is that BDSM light? Is that what that is?
No. Oh no.
No, that was
Oh no.
BDSM. Like, what's the opposite of light? BDSM heavy. That's what it was.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Well, thank you for your bullet report. Now you have
Well, I got
one
one more
more.
book.
You got one
Yeah.
more that you did, and that is this one here.
Yes. Speaking of BDSM, yeah, BDSM, age gap, and spankings. Oh my. I know Sylvia loves to write BDSM books, and she writes them very well. This is the third book in the Ames Bridge series, and I do believe it's my favorite one. Luke is a virgin and a sub and wants Jack to be his dom. Jack is reluctant to do this with Luke at first, and eventually teaches Luke to be his sub. I gave this one 4 bullets as well. And there is an age gap. There's a 17-year age gap. But it was very good. I enjoyed it.
One's a 17-year-old. Is that?
No.
Sorry.
It's
Okay.
a 17-year age gap.
Gotcha. So that's
one is
4.
21, the other one's like 38.
Math is hard. I think you got that right. Yeah. Yeah. So this is also a 4 bullets. Now, I also hear that the narrator, who does a great impersonation of Greg Tremblay, by the way, the narrator also does very, how do you say it? Hot voice, growly.
Makes pretty noises.
Pretty noises. He makes pretty noises. So, all right, I got that. Well, thank you so much for your bullet reports. I appreciate it. That is why people, for one reason, I got to tell you guys, that's why we put this at the end, because people won't watch till the end, otherwise. So, yeah, I love Brooke to death. Is that when the bullet breaks? No, the bullet breaks when she gets 5 bullets. And actually, the bullet breaker is 6, basically. It's a 6 bullet rating, right? So there's 1 bullet, which means you don't even need a bullet. There's 2 bullets, which means that you can turn on the bullet, but you don't really need a full charge. 3 bullets is you're probably going to have a good time. 4 bullets is, my goodness, make sure that the doors are shut and the parents are out of the room. 5 bullets is you probably shouldn't leave the house. This isn't safe for public. And bullet breaker is, how did you put it the other day? It's probably not safe for home as well. Like, so not safe for public, not safe for home, and you might need to buy a backup. And that's when the Amazon guy shows up and he's got a smirk on his face. And yeah, I get it.
Well, not the Amazon guy, but yeah.
Well, wait, who does... Do you need a delivery truck for your bullets? How do these work? I mean, I thought Amazon brought them.
AdamandEve.com.
Oh, hey-oh, look at that. Maybe we should do an affiliate link for those too. Brought to you by John Solo Glide. Love you, Fox. Thank you for hanging out, Lissa Gramling. Thank you for doing this. I do appreciate it, as always. And we will see you all next week for another edition of the Ramblin' Gramlin Show. And now all I got to do is hit the end show button, and we're good.